Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about the OCR scrambles, the 1.84 that I got last weekend. And so on first thing I saw was blue. It's a pretty easy 3-move face, and I kind of just went with it. It was Nat's final, so I wanted to just go with the first thing I saw, really, to one look. I could have also one looked the other way in my head, and that probably gives a better case, but I ended up doing this way, which gave this case, which I did quite, I had quite a few lookups in there, which isn't the best. There's still a 2.43, which is nice. There's also this green layer, which could be done in two ways. I basically completely just missed that because I was looking at blue. Yeah, the two cases to give are pretty decent. This one would probably be better. But yeah, I don't think it would have mattered that much because my second worst time in the average was 1.93, and I don't think I'd be able to beat that. Alright, second scramble. Basically, immediately just went with green. I saw 3 moves into this EG2. It's a really nice 7-mover. And I basically just decided to go with that. I just made sure that my one look was correct, and yeah, that gave me a 1.53 PR single. Here I also could have one looked one move into twist, and this is also a pretty nice solution. This is a pretty nice case, but didn't get to do that, and yeah, again, I didn't really miss much here. Alright, this third scramble here, again, quite an easy solution. This nice 4-mover on orange, and it went into that case, which that's what I did. The other way here gives quite a bad L5C, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't choose that. Pretty simple solution. That was 1.7. It was pretty nice turning, especially after like a 1.5. Counting 1.7 is quite rare for me, officially. Third scramble here, I had to look around, and I decided to go with white because I saw it was just easy 1 into pattern. I did miss some other layers or faces here. Like on orange, there is a pretty easy 4-mover, although I will say it's harder to one look, and there's also this face here, but yeah, that's a bit worse. I'd say it's similar level because you can cancel there. But yeah, I did the white solution like this. I didn't decide to do the L just because I didn't really like it that much, and it was a good angle to do advance, so I did that. There's a 1.88, and at that point I locked in a 2 flat average, and I was kind of laughing about it just because it's seriously like so close to sub 2, and I knew I needed I think 2.41 to get OCR on, well, no, to get sub 2, I was saying, to get sub 2, and here, funnily enough, I first saw red. It's this 3-move face into this case, which I had to do a pretty nasty rotation into, but it's a nice out, so it's not that bad. There was also green, which had 2 3-move layers. This way, it's kind of bad because there's also a bad rotation either this way or to do this case. But then this is actually kind of nice if I do. So it could have been better that way, but again, I'm not really complaining. That was a decent solution. There's also orange here, which yeah, that's just kind of bad. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with my nerve control, especially being able to get those sub 2s after already insane counting times. I didn't really feel quite nervous on the last solve, and like the turning was great. Like I normally probably wouldn't even expect a sub 2 from it if it was like a different average, but for some reason this average I was just turning basically perfectly. My goals for the future would probably just to be get more sub 2s, see if I can push my PR down a bit more. I mean, I'm just really happy with this average, and it's like the first one that's actually below my global, which is nice to have. Yeah, well, that'll be it for this video. See you in the next one.